Heard the news. Paige Bueckers has ended the debate with Rookie of the Year with Sona Citron. She put on a masterclass performance, but what is making headlines and really scratching people's heads and turning people's heads, not Paige Bueckers' actual performance, but the way the opposing teams all season long has been allowing her to score at will. Now, I know y'all finna say, John a Liquidator, why you lying? Why you making all this up? Just give credit where credit is due. And I'm gonna give her credit. She's making some incredible shots, but let's be serious. There's no traps being
that
ran
game
on
was supposed to be a showcase, but it turned into something out of a glitchy video game. Paige Bueckers drops 44, torching defenders like it was rookie difficulty, yet somehow the spotlight isn't on her stat sheet. It's on a losing team's blunder of the year. What started as quiet whispers of shady play has exploded into full-on scandal, the kind that drags highlight reels straight into courtroom chatter. Suddenly, Paige's masterpiece is just a backdrop to a mess that makes reality TV look tame.
My rookie Paige Bueckers, aka Sweet Pea, gave the Sparks 44 last night. Let's get into that footage. She's the only player this year to score over 40 points. You see the behind the back in and out layup. Let's break it down a little slow. Okay, here you see Paige's defender is gonna anticipate the pick right here. Pick coming to her right and Paige's left. She's gonna jump that pick. Paige sees her jump the pick. She takes the ball with her left, goes behind the back right.
It's starting to feel haunted in the WNBA. Like Halloween showed up early and the refs dressed as ghosts by vanishing from the game. Paige Bueckers strolls in, hangs 44 points like it's a light workout. And the only ones breaking a sweat are the concession stand staff drowning in popcorn orders. After 10 straight buckets from a rookie, you would expect at least one defender to try, I don't know, waving an arm in her general direction.
Wide open looks, and I got the evidence here to prove it. And at the end of the day, Paige Bueckers is basically being propped upon to replace Caitlin. There's no doubt about it in my mind. This league would rather have Paige be the face of the league over Caitlin any day. I don't have anything personally against Paige. I like her as a player. I like her as a person. But when it comes to conspiracies, I got a job to do, and my job is to expose the fake and expose the real. And the real of the matter is that Paige Bueckers is getting these open looks.
Defenses treated Paige like she was a VIP of the night. Velvet ropes wide open, red carpet laid out, bouncers smiling as they wave her through. And before anyone yells hater, let's get this straight. Paige is a real deal. She can shoot, she can slash, she can dish. It's all there. The problem isn't her. It's the defenses looking less like competitors and more like extras in a State Farm commercial. At some point, you stop asking who's guarding her and start asking if the league accidentally signed a deal with reality TV.
Eh bien, nous allons parler de quelque chose qui, une fois de plus, est fortement imprégné de l'agenda de la WNBA. Et qu'est-ce que c'est, vous demandez-vous peut-être? Eh bien, c'est l'escalade, l'élévation d'une certaine Paige Bueckers. Oh,
let's not act like this is business as usual. Dropping 44 isn't a fluke. It's a massacre. The kind where one side shows up with water pistols and the other unloads a nuclear strike. And yet, instead of asking why defenders look frozen on pause like a busted video game, everyone's already engraving Paige's name on a Rookie of the Year trophy, like it was pre-ordered months ago. Sona Citron, appreciate the effort. But in this script, you're just a side character in the endless Paige Bueckers highlight reel the league insists on replaying.
The only player in WNBA history to score 44 points in a single game. Rookie to score 44 in a single game. Now you see her on the block with a Michael Jordan, Kobe type of fadeaway. And one. Quit playing with my youngin' right there. Now you see her on the block. She working her way down to that block. She spin and pivot out the other way. Now she getting a little contact. Okay, the contact is cool. I'm gonna go up and under you. Okay, no, you still got some good defense on me. All right, well, let's just see, can you defend this?
But here's the thing. The headlines weren't about Paige's actual dominance. No, the real story had folks scratching their heads harder than a confused cat watching a magic trick. People noticed how suspiciously easy it was. We're talking wide open and looks, free drives, uncontested jumpers. It was like the defenders were auditioning for a background role in Space Jam. Nobody even bothered to step in front of her. Double team, non-existent. Trap, never heard of it. Help defense. Packed up and went on vacation. You'd think after first 10 points, coaches would scream, guard her like your rent depends on it. But apparently in this bizarro WNBA universe, the defensive strategy was, let's just see what happens if she drops 40. Spoiler alert, what happens is exactly what you think. Paige looking like Michael Jordan at a YMCA scrimmage. And the conspiracy crowd, oh, they're eating this up. Some are already saying Paige is being propped up as the next face of the league. Carefully ushered into the spotlight to replace Caitlin Clark as the golden child. And you know what? Watching that game, it's hard not to wonder because Caitlin never, let me repeat, never got this kind of breathing room. She couldn't sneeze without two defenders trapping her. She couldn't blink without somebody lunging at her. Meanwhile, Paige is casually strolling into mid-range jumpers with defenders jogging behind her like they're on a morning walk.
Last night, Paige Bueckers went absolutely bananas against the Los Angeles Sparks. Now, picture this for just a second. I got back home last night around 12:30, like super late. I pull up my phone just for a little bit, see what's up, and I see this right here. Paige Bueckers with 44 points, 17 for 21 shooting, which is crazy. That's like 80%. 4 rebounds, 3 assists. She went crazy. I also caught this post here from StatMuse where not only did she tie the record for most points ever by a rookie, but she's also the first player in WNBA history to put up 40 plus points on 80+% shooting.
It's everywhere. Roll the tape. Paige fires a 3, and her defender is behind her. Not beside, not in front, behind. Since when is shadowing for cardio a defensive strategy? And it wasn't a one-off. It was a pattern. Open lanes like freeways, zero contest. Defenders freezing mid-play like they hit pause on controller. At one point, someone literally stopped mid-run and just let Paige glide by. And sure, you can argue she's that good. But let's be real, nobody's that good. Steph Curry gets double-teamed. Prime LeBron got hammered with hard fouls. Paige? She's out here getting wide-open practice shots in actual WNBA games while defenders politely clap from the wings. The only one who even looked like she got the memo was Kelsey Plum, who at least tried to put a body in front of her. The rest? They were auditioning for invisible defense. Hands down, eyes wandering, treating Paige's buckets like charity work. And the kicker? This wasn't 2 or 3 plays. It was the entire game. Layups with no rim protector. Mid-range pull-ups with defenders, social distancing 6 feet away, like it's 2020. And threes? The closest contest came from a fan in the third row, holding nachos.
Je veux dire, poignardez-moi dans l'œil avec une cuillère, bon sang. Waouh. Donc, c'est un truc en ce moment. Hier soir, Paige Bueckers a marqué 44 points. Et nous allons regarder une vidéo qui décortique et expose une grande partie de cette merde. Laissez-moi vous dire qu'elle expose beaucoup de choses concernant le traitement de faveur dont bénéficie Paige Bueckers sur le terrain. Elle a perdu le match d'hier soir. Et je ne parle même pas d'une vidéo qui expose la situation d'hier soir. C'est juste une vidéo qui expose beaucoup de sifflets spéciaux, de traitements spéciaux qu'elle reçoit, etc.
You can call it lazy defense. You can call it incompetence. But when it keeps happening over and over, it starts looking less like coincidence and more like choreography. Like somebody whispered in the locker room before tip-off. Tonight, Paige eats. Everybody else, take the night off. And of course, the debate exploded immediately. Paige versus Caitlin. Suddenly, people are claiming Paige is the better player, as if 44 points with 0 defensive pressure equals superiority. It's like comparing someone running a marathon against Usain Bolt. But Usain is carrying a backpack full of bricks. Caitlin had to drag her team to playoffs under constant traps and harassment, while Paige is feasting on defenders playing matador defense. Ole right this way, Miss Superstar. The absurdity writes itself. Paige might be great, but the treatment she's getting is suspicious. And if this is how the league wants to crown its next face, it's insulting to fans' intelligence because guess what? We notice. We see the wide open looks. We see the defenders casually standing around. We see the blatant difference in how Caitlin was guarded versus how Paige is treated. And let's be honest, Paige doesn't even need the help. She's talented enough to score without the league allegedly rolling out the red carpet. But the way it looks, the